it isn't lost on me the coincidence maybe that the day I broke out my NXoto, I think that's how you pronounce it, NXoto running vest, I was dressed very similar to how I'm dressed today. I like the NXoto running vest. The only problem I have with it is I'm 6'5", 220 pounds, and this is supposedly the large version. I enjoyed it. It definitely did what I needed it to do, but I wanted to try a larger size. I'm glad I bought this because this allowed me to discover what I wanted in a running vest. And this thing I think I bought online for 35 bucks on Amazon. I like it. It's just a little small, and I've been looking at getting a new one, and so today we're going to bust out the Nathan's VAPOR Air with the 2-liter pack. I'm actually going to take the water bladder out of this for now because I'm not running that far. So I'm actually going to remove the water bladder system. We don't need it right now. When I go on my long runs, I will take it. So kind of like we did with my other one, my NXoto, for the first time using it. We're just going to use it with my soft flask in it. So it's raining, interestingly enough. So now I got the Nathan's running vest, and I got my Nathan's running belt, because as we talked about earlier, I was killing the cheap Amazons one too quickly. So let me cut the tags off, get this thing fitted up, and we'll get running. So here we go. I am using the same hydro flask. Now this one is the expanded. Nathan's has a one size fits most line, but because I know I'm big and tall, I took the calculated risk and went with the expanded. I'm still playing around with the fitment setting. Once I figure out how to adjust it and get it all set up, then we'll do that later on, or maybe later on in this video, which will probably be a few days from now. So yeah, I did get white intentionally because I live in Florida. So if I'm running during the daytime, it's less heat, and because I run primarily more at nighttime because of the heat, more visible. So we went with the white. It does have extra pockets here. You have pockets here, which also have your straps for their perfect fit system that I'm still working on. Got one over here as well. Got pockets here for trash and whatnot, gels. I got gushers in here, stingers in here. It does have the back pocket system, but we'll get a bit more of that later. I'm going to get on this run. So as I think I may have mentioned in a previous video, my neighborhood's under construction for city water, and plus you got new construction, and so a lot of my roads are actually covered in sand and mud, or I have to run through some medians to bypass some holes. And so not only am I dealing with that fun, we do have a nice fair amount of rain coming down, and that's made for some fun. First impressions of the Nathan's VAPOR Air 2-liter. I will say I probably could have gotten away with the one size fits most, but because of my experience with the other jacket and being kind of a big dude, I went with the expanded, which the low end is a chest of 44 and then up, which I have a 44, and so I'm on the low end of this. And so with it cinched down, it's a little loose, it bounces a little bit. But I've been dealing with the strapping down and trying to cinch it up. So we'll think some more on that. I like the pocket placement. I like the fact that it's white. The other jacket had a lot of like elasticy corners and backs, which kind of bunched up. You almost had to pull it down like you're wearing a sports bra or something. This one doesn't have elastic back. It's simply size managed to strap system, and so you don't have to, it doesn't ride up. It feels pretty good. I'm at 4.5 miles. I'm going to get my run done, and I'll check on you with hopefully a drier day. What's up, y'all? It's a chilly morning outside. It's 8 o'clock. I've been up since 5. I was hoping to get this run started a a lot longer time ago, but we got a new puppy and she didn't want to chill out and go back to sleep, and no one was up, so I could just leave her walk around. So we're going to get a late start, but today I'm going to try to get in a completed Gatorade sweat test. So I actually thought ahead last night and I shaved my arm right here because last time I got hair and it was painful. Now, currently, within the last 6 months or so, running in my neighborhood is like trail running. And that is because they're putting in city water, and all of our streets, as you can see here, are nothing but dirt and sand and loose gravel. And so a lot of times when I'm running at 9:30 at night, I have to have my lights on extra bright so that I'm not twisting an ankle or slipping on loose gravel. And so, yeah, you can see there's an incredible amount of construction going on, and it's just all over the place. So it's kind of a benefit because I do have a 15K trail run coming up next weekend. So I do have the advantage of running in loose gravel and loose dirt now, and sand because this is Florida. But yeah, this is a good view of my neighborhood. You can see how everything's split up by canal, so bypassing this isn't an option. And up here on the left, you can see the heavy construction area, the mounds of dirt, the heavy equipment. You can see the concrete that they're putting in. Now here's a nice shot of part of the running trail I run on. So a lot of times when you see me recording, it's on that running trail. But yeah, here on the left, just all the dirt, sand, and everything. And half my neighborhood is cut off, and so we're all routing through different ways. But yeah, this is a nice, good shot. You can see the amount of construction going on in our neighborhood. First things first, we got our Gatorade sweat patch. We got to put that on ahead of time. Give it a few minutes to dry before we get running. Last time I think I only made it, I don't know, a few miles before I tried to move it and it fell off, which was a huge mistake. So we have our Gatorade sweat patch. Take the back off. How this thing works is it has two little sweat holes in the back here. Put it on the forearm. Apply it. Pull my shirt down over it just so it doesn't lift up. So got that on. The other thing we're going to do today, since it's going to be a longer run, is I'm going to use my new Nathan full water bladder in the back. So we're going to put our Gatorade up front like we normally do. And for the first time on this particular hydro vest, we are going to use the bladder. Now, if you notice I said hydro vest and not hydro pack because technically this isn't a pack, it's a vest. And you say, well, what's the difference? Storage space. The amount of crap you put in the back. Packs tend to bulge out more, have side pockets on them. These vests are more form-fitting and doesn't have all that extra space. As I was saying in the other videos, when I was shopping for this, I bought the expanded version because I'm a bigger dude, because I'm a 44 chest, and on the one size fits most, 44 is the top end. On the expanded, 44 is the low end. Kind of regretting it, but I'm making it work because since 44 is the low end, I can't get it super tight, and so I have a little bounce. And so if you're a 44, you may want to go with the Nathan one size fits most, not the expanded. If you're a 45, 46, go with the expanded. If you're 44, you have to make a judgment call for yourself, but I kind of wish I would have went with the one size fits most so that I can get a tighter, non-bouncy feel. With that being said, their comfort strap systems I am figuring out, and last time I ran with it, I did get it to cinch down a lot tighter than the run before. It'll be interesting now to see with a full water bladder in the back if it actually cinches down tighter because of the amount of space the water bladder will take up in the back, thus creating more width to the vest, thus giving me more material to tighten down. Don't know, simply a hypothesis. So we've got our two bladders full. This is my old hydro pack. I bought this on Amazon because I was concerned about the fact that when I wasn't using this, the water didn't seem to dry out of it, and I was concerned with mold buildup. And so on Amazon, you can get these guys, and its whole job is to keep that opening open so that the water can actually dry out of there. But more importantly, it comes with a full-length hose, so you can scrubber, so you can scrub out the length of the hose. It comes with all these different cleaning parts. Oh, here you go. Yeah, so it's a full kit. You got this guy to clean your hose out, this guy to clean out the inside, a smaller one. I find this also works great on these because what happens is you just sort of get scub in there, so you can use that to clean these out. I think this whole kit was like, I don't know, 16, 18 bucks, definitely worth it. I've seen some videos where people have the tubes on their aqua vest and they're just green. I'm like, dude, clean that shit out. So on my old hydro pack, it had a twist-on hose, which is kind of a pain in the ass when you try to twist it on. The new Nathan's. So here's what it attaches at the bottom. The old system had the twist and twist. This Nathan's has a quick release button. Press this button in right here. It pops right out. Secures nice. And it has the same, very similar lip as the other one. You got the slidey guy. Nice feature about this one, it has these pull tabs on the side, right? Wow, it's almost like a Ziploc. So yeah, you can actually open it up and hold it open. Pour your water in. Get a nice close squeeze on that. Fold that back over. Take this guy, slide back over that. Now I know my old one was like one direction only. Okay, so cool. And now what you do on these guys is, oh, I got to take the plastic coating off the hose. My quick release hose done quick release. One of the nice things the other pack came with that the Nathan's didn't, I really don't know how beneficial it would be, is it actually had an insulation sleeve. I think I might put it on this guy. Hold up. Yeah, so the lower end pack came with this nice insulation sleeve, and I'm not so worried about my water getting warm as much as I am about having cold water on my back because it's chilly out today. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my Nathan's in this insulator sleeve. Okay, I will say it's the third time the quick release hose has fallen off. So I don't know what that's about. That's not very impressive. Gotta push the button and make sure it's really secure. Okay. Run this guy through here. So now the hydro flask is attached. That guy. I don't know if there's a particular way of routing that. Put this guy on like so. Here. use gushers for my poor man's gels. The gushers back in here. Dry through here. Pull his sleeve up because I feel this Gatorade patch move around. Well, this guy is supposed to come down here. Clip in right here. Like so. And as I was saying, I got the quick tighten straps in here that I'm still figuring out. There we go. Let's go run. I'm almost a mile into it. Before I left, I took the sock hat off because the temperature's quickly rising. Still have my tights on because, well, when I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, it was quite cold here in Florida, so I got dressed, but it took forever for the dog to go to sleep. Anyhow, definitely tell I haven't done any walking all week because I've been taking the dog to work. I've done very little running. I'm a mile into it. My ankles are very stiff, very sore. Plantar fasciitis is very painful, but I'm working through it. Nice thing about training for long distance running is you don't got to worry about your speed. You can walk it off. I'm 45. I'm not here to impress anybody. And so I'm just kind of warming myself up. I will say I have been running, and my hypothesis was correct so far. With the added weight and the water in the back, plus me figuring out how to use the tensioning system on this, no bounce. So as I'm running, the bounce has been greatly reduced, if not eliminated, due to the distribution of weight in the back and weight up front. I talked about this earlier in the video, which I'll probably cut out by now because I did it in the dark, and now you can see it in the day. The nice thing about these vests, the big difference between the Nathan's vest opposed to an entry-level vest like the one I was using, the Axion or Axion, I can't even pronounce it. The Axion relied heavily on elastic, and it was small, and so when you put it on, you're like pulling it down and cinching it up. Nathan's actually uses plastic piping in here, not only to provide rigidity, but then to actually, you know, sew the webbing on, so it's not just stitched on here. It actually has this locking system, grip system, if you will. So this plastic piping adds rigidity. The vest has a nice, more secure feel. So I like that. I'm impressed with the straps so far. I was reading on another model that these front chest straps have a tendency to loosen. Once again, since this is the expanded vest, these straps are extra long, so I have them cinched down as far as I go this way. But all in all, right now, I'm good with it. Like I said, I'm hoping to get 10 miles in today. I just hit mile 1. Got the Gatorade patch on. I'm not sweating enough to produce any color on that. Mile 1. Mile 2. Mile 3. Mile 5. Mile 6. Mile 7. Mile 8. We're done. So my grocery stops and my espresso stop, especially the espresso stop, holy hell, like 15 minutes, but I really needed it because I've been up since 5:30 this morning with the dog. So because of the amount of time between stopping at Starbucks and and stopped at Publix to get some Stinger waffles, some other stuff. My run ran longer, so I stopped at 8 miles today. We got a good Gatorade run in, so we'll do the math and I'll get with y'all later. What's up, y'all? It is Tuesday, I think the 26th, give or take. I think it's 3 days since the last video I shot with this vest, maybe 4. The reason for that is been super busy around the house. We have a new addition to the family. Meet Chloe. Now Chloe is a 7-week-old beagle and is very tiny, but she's a spinning image of Carrie and mine's first beagle, Tucker, as you can see in the side-by-side. And so when Carrie saw this little girl, she just had to bring her home. Keep calling him him because of Tucker. But she's so tiny that even our small Boston Terriers, when they get excited, they kind of get a little rough with her. And so, been spending time helping Carrie babysit and potty train this puppy. But for, more importantly, because we're working right now, Carrie's got a few days coming off. She just finished spring break. She's a teacher, so we'll have all summer off. But because we're back at work right now, I've been taking Chloe to work with me. She just hangs out in my office and pretty much sleeps all day in Ace's dog bed or in her bed. But because of that, I haven't been able to do my 2-mile-a-day walks. So my daily steps have gone down tremendously. I usually walk 2.5 miles at lunch every day and then do these runs at night. So I'm behind this week, but you know, I probably could use it. My body could probably use a little bit of recovery in the fact that I'm not going 2 miles a day. But I didn't run yesterday or Monday because of the puppy and the podcast. So tonight, I've already got 3 miles in. I think I got about 1.5 miles to go. So I'll probably have 4 or 5 mile night. I think I'm getting close to completing my D-Day virtual run. But anyhow, struggling tonight. But the cool thing is, over the last 5 years or so, with science, they've realized that when you're doing your regular practice runs, there's no reason to get your fast run pace in. It's actually more beneficial for you to do zone 2 running, which means your heart rate stays in zone 2 or maybe low zone 3. So that means you don't have to sit here and try to do 7-minute, 8-minute, 9-minute miles. I can sit here and do 12 and 13-minute miles and not feel guilty about it because when I'm getting old. But more importantly, when you're not out there running your ass off every single time, it saves you from getting wear and tear on your body. So by doing these slower zone 2 workouts, it's actually healthier on you, less wear and tear on your joints. Now I've been using these running belts for quite a few years. You can get them on Amazon. They're neoprene, they're nice because they expand. But the problem I keep having, it's the third one I've had, the zippers blow out. Now I will say the last one I had so long that I wore a hole in the back, the zipper blew out. I've also used a few of these, also kind of small. This one's Sariana's. So even though I like these because they're small, once you put your phone in them, they kind of blow up anyhow. So today I picked up this. This is the Nathan's Marathon 2.0. Now you can see it's fatter, but once again, once I put my phone in this guy, it blows up to the same width. So I'm hoping since this won't be under the pressure of that one, that this is a better quality pack. I'm hoping that this thing holds up a little longer. So we'll talk more about this later. I just want to get a nice shot of this guy while he's brand new before I got him all sweaty and grimy. One thing I do notice that Nathan's, me being new to the Nathan's line, all these gear has very nice, quick access, quick pull strap for tightening and hopefully holding it. So we'll see. Happy Saturday, y'all. It is the, I don't know, I don't remember. I think it's like the 12th, 14th, some shit. Anyhow, doesn't really matter. So I did a mile warm-up walk run with Jasper. It was about 14 minutes. Dropped him off, put the water bladder in the pack. I'm gonna try to get 9 miles in. I'm already at a mile now. Technically I'm 2 miles in for the day, We're not going to count the warm-up run into Jasper. Still loving the vest. Still trying to lose some weight. Struggling there. Gotta stop drinking soda. Do all this working out. Eat like an asshole. That's my cross to bear. I'm still trying to sort that out. Just imagine how much bigger I'd be if I didn't do all this running. But anyhow, I'm going to go to the construction zone. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. As I said earlier, the whole goddamn neighborhood is being torn up for city water. And we're being forced to pay a shit ton of money for the privilege. You know, we have perfectly good working wells. So I'm kind of training for a short run, just based on the fact that the whole neighborhood's fucked up. So there we go. 6.5 miles in. It's like close to 11 o'clock now. 10:30. Hell, I don't know. Yeah, so it's 10:30 now. And one of the things I struggle with long distance running, obviously the distance in running at the no duh moment, but it's how the amount of time it takes me to run these runs impacts my family. Because obviously I work 7:30 to 4:30 every day. So Saturday and Sunday is really the only day we can do things like clean up the house, and go to the store, go shopping, or whatever sort of family obligations we have. So sometimes I'm out here and I'm feeling pretty good. Like right now, I'm like, I'm at a 6.5. I could easily do this 9 that I wanted to get done. But then I look at my watch and think, okay, that's an extra 45 minutes, an hour. I don't know how my feet feel. And that's more time I'm taking on rest at the end of the day. And so because I had a slow start this morning, I'm gonna head on home. I'm just gonna cut it at 6.5 miles per day. So thank you guys so much. Please like, subscribe, especially a friend. Talk to you later.
This has been a Digital 410 production.